Mastering systemic insights. The organization's leadership is blind to its own success. What is the organization's current operational performance? And what key performance indicators, KPIs, does its leadership use to measure and evaluate its success in achieving its operational goals and objectives? The pursuit of operational excellence, a journey of discovery. As I walked into the boardroom, I couldn't help but notice the looks of concern etched on the faces of the leadership team. The company, a leading manufacturer of precision parts, was struggling to meet its production targets, and the management was at a loss for a solution. The CEO, a wise and seasoned leader, turned to me and asked, "How can we get back on track?" I listened intently as the team presented their views on the current state of affairs. It was evident that the company was mired in a swamp of inefficiencies, with production delays, quality issues, and escalating costs threatening to derail their operations. I knew that to get to the root of the problem, I had to delve deeper. My first step was to gather data on the current operational performance. I requested access to the company's key performance indicators, KPIs, which included production yield, lead time, inventory turns, and customer satisfaction ratings. What I found was alarming. The production yield was hovering around 70%. Lead times were stretched to an average of 12 weeks, and inventory turns were a dismal 2.5. Customer satisfaction ratings, once a proud 95%, had slipped to a disheartening 80%. These numbers told a story of an organization struggling to maintain its momentum. But I knew that numbers only painted half the picture. I needed to get out onto the shop floor, talk to the employees, and observe the processes firsthand. What I saw was a messy, chaotic environment. Production lines were congested, with parts waiting to be processed, and machines standing idle. I saw employees scrambling to meet deadlines, working overtime, and making Herculean efforts to keep up with demand. It was clear that the system was broken, and the people were paying the price. I sat down with the production supervisors, engineers, and quality control managers to understand their pain points. They spoke of outdated equipment, inadequate training, and a lack of empowerment. They felt like they were fighting a losing battle, with no clear direction or support from leadership. I realized that the problem wasn't the people, it was the system. The organization was handicapped by outdated processes, inefficient workflows, and a lack of accountability. It was time to challenge the status quo and rethink the way things were done. I proposed a series of initiatives to transform the operations. First, we implemented a Total Productive Maintenance (TPM) program to optimize equipment efficiency and reduce downtime. Next, we introduced a training program to upskill employees and empower them to take ownership of their work. We also redesigned the production layout to reduce congestion and improve workflow. But the most critical step was to revamp the performance measurement system. We introduced a balanced scorecard approach, which included metrics such as cycle time, throughput, and quality rates. This gave the team a clear line of sight into their performance and enabled them to make data-driven decisions. The results were nothing short of remarkable. Production yield jumped to 90%, lead times shrunk to 6 weeks, and inventory turns soared to 5. Customer satisfaction ratings rebounded to 95%, and employee morale skyrocketed. As I looked around the boardroom, I saw a sea of smiles and nods of approval. The leadership team was beaming with pride, knowing that they had taken the first steps towards operational excellence. I knew that this was just the beginning of a journey, one that required continued vigilance, improvement, and innovation. Throughout this process, I couldn't help but think about the wisdom of Deming's 94th theorem: a bad system will always beat a good person. I saw firsthand how a dysfunctional system can frustrate even the most dedicated employees. But I also saw how a well-designed system can empower people to achieve greatness. As I packed my bags to leave, I felt a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. I knew that I had helped the company take the first steps towards operational excellence, and that the journey ahead would be rewarding and challenging in equal measure. To gain a comprehensive understanding of an organization's operational performance, It is essential to assess its current state and identify areas for improvement. This involves evaluating the organization's leadership and its ability to set and achieve operational goals and objectives. The organization's leadership plays a crucial role in driving operational excellence by setting a clear vision, mission, and strategy that aligns with the organization's overall objectives. The leadership team should possess a deep understanding of the organization's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, SWOT analysis, to make informed decisions that drive operational excellence. To measure and evaluate the organization's success in achieving its operational goals and objectives, key performance indicators, KPIs, are essential. KPIs are quantifiable metrics that provide insights into the organization's performance and progress towards achieving its objectives. The selection of KPIs should be based on the organization's specific goals and objectives, and they should be measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound SMART. Some common KPIs used to measure operational performance include 1. Cycle time, the time taken to complete a process or deliver a product or service. 9. Supply chain performance, measured through metrics such as on-time delivery, inventory levels, and supply chain responsiveness. 10. Employee engagement and productivity, measured through metrics such as training hours, employee retention, and productivity ratio. To effectively use KPIs, the organization's leadership should 1. Establish a clear understanding of the KPIs and their relevance to the organization's goals and objectives. 2. Set realistic and achievable targets for each KPI. 3. Collect and analyze data regularly to track progress towards KPI targets. 4. Identify and address areas for improvement based on KPI data. 5. Establish a continuous improvement culture that encourages employees to suggest improvements and implement changes. 6. Recognize and reward employees for their contributions to achieving KPI targets and driving operational excellence. By using KPIs to measure and evaluate operational performance, the organization's leadership can gain valuable insights into areas for improvement and make data-driven decisions to drive operational excellence. This will enable the organization to optimize its processes, reduce waste, improve efficiency, and increase customer satisfaction, ultimately leading to improved profitability and competitiveness.